That's awful.
What? How do you miss that badly, DC? 178.5? And he's kind of smiling. Hey, no big deal.
Well, it doesn't even look like he's that drawn out, honestly.
It doesn't look like he's look like he's drawn out.
It does not look like he's that drawn out. I don't know. I don't know how you missed by that much. It's 8 pounds. It's 8 pounds. That's massive.
This is the biggest moment of his career, one step away, maybe 1.5 steps away from a title shot, and you miss by 8 pounds.
How do you miss by 8 pounds? I wonder what happened.
I feel like, and we're all just guessing, right? But to your point earlier, if you start to disrespect your opponent, do you disrespect the scales? We got to keep in mind too, he is at a level of stardom now that
he's a minus 1,100 favorite.
Experienced before. So coupled with the fact you're minus 1,100 favorite, you're a massive star. So you're getting all this attention, distractions. We've seen that play into other people's issues inside the octagon. He just wasn't focused. I have not heard anything about him being sick or injured. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't heard any of that.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Tyron Woodley and Kelvin Gastelum when Gastelum missed by, 10 pounds?
Yeah, I was there with Woodley for
Tyron didn't fight him.
Yeah. No, he did fight
Tyron fought.
He fought. I was there with him.
So what goes into that?
But at what point does the commission make the decision, and at what point is it up to the fighters to agree on a catch weight?
Well, Nate Diaz ain't gonna fight this dude at
100. You were there with Tyron. What went into that decision?
Just the fact that he had trained so hard for it, and he knew that he had a lot of people come out to see it. So he was like, I don't care how much he weighs. I'm gonna fight this dude, and that was his mindset for that fight.
Okay, so what should Nate's mindset be here when he is the smaller man? That's a massive advantage for a guy and he's made weight. That, as you mentioned, is already what
minus 1,100.
Minus 1,100
massive
favorite.
Underdog. I don't know what goes into that. I asked him on Wednesday, what did he weigh? 84 kilos would be like 185. So since Wednesday, he's only lost 7 pounds. It's not.
If he was telling you the truth, yeah.
That's not. But 185 on Wednesday is not that bad. 14 pounds.
No, it's not.
It's really not that bad.
184.8.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with kilos to
He's had that already figured out.
I know.
But but when you are 14 pounds overweight, 13.8 to the number. If you only lose 6 pounds, that is a blatant decision being made that I'm just not doing it. That was him going, I'm not doing it. And I wonder what played into that, because there's a lot of people that play a part in you getting to the weight. So even when you miss weight, you generally expect the guy at this level to be closer than 8 pounds. It's too much.
6 pounds is nothing. That's one bath?
Well, what time is it right now?
So
and it's still 30 minutes before the weigh-ins.
When he arrived in Vegas on Tuesday, I can tell you he was at least 22 pounds overweight on Tuesday at that point. How abnormal-ish?
That's a lot.
To me, I would think that
22? That's not bad.
I would think it would be
22 is not bad. What you say when he landed in Vegas on Tuesday?
Tuesday. I don't know the exact number. That was ish.
Okay, but here's the deal. That's quite a bit. But 20 pounds to start a week is not that bad.
It's not crazy.
But he only lost 14 of it, right? Who's that on?
But that's what I'm saying.
It's the whole team, the coaches.
But here's the other rethink. Here's the other part of this. When you're Khamzat Chimaev and you are now the star that you are talking about, now you have money. You have a nutritionist.
Yeah.
You have a team in place to make sure that this doesn't happen. So what I would like to do is I would like to be dismissed, because I'll go find Khamzat and go talk to him right now and find out what happened. Ask him, what happened? How could you be 8 pounds overweight? Because for as mad as he is at most, he'll talk to me. So,
you think you could go talk to him right now?
I could. I'm not taking no cameras, though. He won't do it with the camera. But I'll get some answers for you.
I don't know. What do we think?
I'm not in charge
Zach?
on here, but I say yes.
Do we release him?
Oh, they're not letting me go. I was going to go get some answers, you know?
They know it's for your YouTube channel. They know it's for your YouTube channel.
No, I would do it. I would give it to this. There's 200,000 watching.
I would give it to this.
Why don't you just bring him on set here? Let us talk to him. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be talking to these guys currently. We've been told actually that we're not going to be able to talk to these guys like we normally do because of the ongoing situation.
So what's next?
They're trying to figure out what's happening next. What does happen next? What would you like to see happen next?
Well, that's bad. It's really bad, right? Considering he's in the main event. When Charles Oliveira gets unjustly his belt taken away from him for what? 0.4 ounces? Now you're like up in arms, like, God dang it. Can't believe they did it to Oliveira. That's not fair. 8 pounds. Nate Diaz, who at times is going to move to the beat of his own drum. We all know that. He ain't going to say, all right, I'll just... Because think about this. If Khamzat's 178 now, what's he going to weigh tomorrow night? 195? What's Nate going to weigh? 177? 180, 182, 183? I mean, it's too much. And Nate Diaz would be within his right to say, I'm not fighting him. I don't care how much money you offer me. I'm not fighting him. He's going to be too big.
But if you're Nate and this is supposed to be like the final crowning fight achievement.
You want me to fight, figure something else out.
Yeah, but to speak on Khamzat, I mean, think about it. Like, this is a big moment for him, but this isn't the first time he struggled with the weight.
Exactly.
He's big for welterweight, bro.
He's big. He's big for welterweight. I mean, he started at 85 and came and said, "Oh, I can make welterweight." In Abu Dhabi, I was standing right there when he put his hand on the towel. I watched that happen.
They caught him.
Yeah, but nobody really said nothing.
No, it was egregious, but no one said anything.
No one said everybody was just looking around like, did he just do that? And they was like, yeah, he did. But no one said nothing, and he got away with it. Now he loses 8. Now he's over 8 pounds. To me, and I spoke about this earlier about his level of professionalism to be the champ. Does he have the fighting ability to be champ? I believe so, 100%. Yeah. But the mentality and what it takes to be champ, to be able to deal with the media, the pressure, making weight, showing up to things on time, I don't believe he has that. And this is a good indication of it.
But does this mean now that we have to start looking at him as maybe moving up?
No, well, he made the weight last time.
Right, but he's had 2 times where he struggled.
But bro, he's got 5 fights. He's got 5 fights in the UFC. He made the weight in 3 of them. Because, I mean, he's fought at middleweight against Jarrett. What's his name? The guy he knocked out in the first. Mearshart. Gerald Mearshart. Then he fought Li Jinglei at 70. He fought Gilbert at 70.
Yep.
He's fighting Nate at 180. And then he fought Mearshart and who else at 185? Oh, the first guy was at 170.
Yeah.
That was at 170.
Yeah, it was,
so it's like he's fought 170 4 times.
Rhys McKee.
So it's like he can make the weight. It's just a matter of how does he make the weight and does he want to make the weight? Because that doesn't seem like he wanted to make the weight.
Well, to your point, I mean, it was almost like you were a soothsayer. You saw this coming. The professionalism to miss by that much is just
how do you even go to bed last night? That's what I want to know, because you know you're not going to float 13 pounds.
Well, the problem is a lot of these guys are losing a lot of weight on weigh-in morning.
How much is a lot of weight, DC?
I am astounded at how much these guys are losing in the morning. It was who was the kid we spoke to in Utah? Not Yanez. He was a tall little Spanish kid. I can't remember his name.
Victor Altamirano.
Yes, 135. I go, well, are you gonna cut your weight on? He goes, no. He goes, I'll cut some on Thursday night. He said, I'll wake up early Friday morning, I'll lose 8. And I'm like, I don't even think it was him. I think it was Altamirano's opponent.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
I don't know his name, but I can't remember the kid's name off the top of my head. But 8 pounds, bro. The kid was like, I'm gonna lose it. Now, he looked very tired in the fight. Can't say that wasn't the altitude, but he lost a ton of weight at a small weight class. And I will remember this kid's name to tell you before we're done with this, but these guys cut a lot of weight on Friday morning now. Because you make the weight, you're done. You got 36, 48.
They don't like going to bed and having.
Yeah, they want to be able to sleep.
It's hard to sleep when you're almost on weight, and you've got. But I feel like the guys that have it dialed in, they go to bed knowing that they'll float 1 to 2 pounds depending on how big you are, maybe 3 if you're huge, and then you wake up and you got 1 to 2 pounds left. So you cannot go to bed, in my opinion, more than 5 pounds off weight.
But that's just part. But these fighters have to understand that's part of the job.
Exactly.
That is 100% part of the job. It's the first. Yeah, it's the first job.
It is the job.
It's not like just making weight it's part of the job. Like you agree, you sign on a contract and agree to fight at a certain weight, and you typically have months to prepare for it. You have months to diet, you have months to train and get your body prepared for the weight cut. And to miss it is unacceptable.
Now, these guys are professionals. These guys have, and I gotta notice, so it's gonna drive me crazy. These guys are professionals, but I'm telling you, they believe that they have it figured. It was Luis Saldana.
Oh.
It was Luis Saldana. He fought Sean Woodson, tall guy. He was 8 pounds over and they fight like featherweight. he was going to cut all that weight the next morning. It's just what
way
they
too
do.
much.
They just think that they have it dialed in. He made the weight, though. He knows what he can pull out of his body. I'm sure Khamzat woke up this morning going, if I'm 9 over, I can pull this 9 out. Probably woke up at like 6, 3 hours to lose 9 pounds, because it's not that long. It's not that hard to lose a lot of weight if you're still hydrated. He didn't look that drawn out either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's up on the scale and he had an embarrassed smile. It almost looked like he was embarrassed.
He looked,
like he
yeah.
smiled a little bit and was kind of embarrassed.
Didn't
and was
know
like,
how to look.
It's like he didn't know how to react. But I mean, like, if you got energy to do this, you got energy to get your ass back in the sauna.
It's just a big miss for him. A big miss opportunity. Because now he's gonna be judged so differently. Because all week he's spoken about he's gonna do this, he's gonna be this, he's gonna be this. To have this happen and this become the story, very unfortunate for a young guy trying to truly propel himself to the next level.
So I guess my question, as the one person up here who hasn't fought, is how does this happen? Does he go to bed last night 10 pounds over and they expect to lose it all this morning? How does this happen? And who, obviously there's many people who are responsible for it, but I just don't understand.
I'll be honest with you. I've had this discussion with Kraus, and I kind of agree with him. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Coaches should not let their fighters step on the scale if they are more than like 4 pounds over. You slip.
Oh, like fall down and get out of the fight?
Yes. When you step on that scale, 8, 9, 10, 11 pounds over,
I think
it's just blatant. Like, you ruin your reputation.
No, but
from then on out.
I think you're. We have to understand who we're talking about. Yes, if you're a guy or a gal that's early on the fight card, maybe. But if you're a main event fighter, you understand that the rules are a little bit different for you, so you got to get on that scale. Because if you don't get on that scale, you ain't fighting. So they're going to work with you if you are in the main event. If you're Khamzat Chimaev, you have no choice but to get on that scale. As embarrassing as it is, you get on that scale because guess what? Right now, Dana, Hunter, Mick, Sean, they're all together trying to figure out what's next. If you're one of those younger fighters that goes out there and you're 8 over and you're just like kind of a nobody, you're done. But if you're Khamzat Chimaev, they will work with you. They got Anderson Silva to fight me in 2 days. I know, but you cannot. If he doesn't get on the scale, he doesn't fight.
He's not.
At least now they can ask Nate, are you willing to fight him?
Do we think that's going to happen?
But I'm saying, if he didn't get on the scale, there's no chance to even ask Nate.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And Dan, to answer your question, it's 100% on the fighter. And I know you say, yeah, but they have a team around them. But you can't make a fighter do what they need to do.
Especially when the fighter writes the checks.
Yeah, the fighter writes the checks. He's the one whose name is in the lights. He's the one going, y'all are here for me. Y'all do what I say.
Yep.
So everybody looks at, the coach should have did this, the nutritionist should have did that. But the fighter is the one who has to do the work.
And the bigger the star, the more yes men you end up.
Yeah, you accrue them. You just
Collecting.
get them. Like all of a sudden, you look behind you, 10 people down, you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
Did he bring
Who's that?
This dude just bring his friend?
You know,
Who's that
Paying
dude in the
into?
back?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like, you just, like, all of a sudden, your crew just grows, and you look in the back like, I don't even know this dude.
Yeah.